efficient development, because in the past, if you wanted to run software, you had to download it, save it on your computer, and you have to run it from your computer, right? But now, because we have broadband, because we have very fast connections to the internet, right, the program can stay on the internet, and you can run it without even downloading it, right? That's the idea of a web application. So if anyone's used Hotmail, or even the CalMail application, if anyone has a CalMail address, those are examples of web applications, right? People think of them as websites, but interestingly, they're really programs that you run in your browser. So Google is taking this kind of to the next level here. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have an account, do you?
I have an account for some of them, yeah.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and let Gabe take a seat here. The idea behind Google Documents is that you have a suite of Office tools, similar to Microsoft Office. You have a spreadsheet, you have a presentation tool, you have a calendar, you have a word processor, you have all the tools you normally need to use, only they're available for free through your browser, and they actually give you storage too. So if you want to conceptualize this, right, you could sit at any computer, log into this website, and it's like having a little terminal here, right? And you get to learn it, like every program you have to learn it. But what I can do up here is go to New. I can choose a new document, spreadsheet, or folder. Right? So for example, I'll make a new document here. I have tools very similar to what I have in Microsoft Word. Right? I can begin typing. If I can get a hold of it.
It's a surprisingly bad angle to type at, as I just discovered. Typing like this is not so easy.
So it's almost exactly like regular word processing, right? You know the shortcuts, right? So if any of you know the shortcuts, they work exactly the same.
Does it have page view?
Does it have page view? I'm sure it does.
Being a WYSIWYG view of what the page looks like.
I don't know where it is off the top of my head either.
Print view, it would be like print view.
Oh yeah.
I believe it does. And unfortunately, neither of us work with their. We don't actually use it too often because we have the
preview.
Yeah, you can probably click the preview up there.
Where's that?
To your left.
There you go.
And you can access Google Maps this way?
You can access Google Maps this way. You can access all of Google's site, all of Google's tools from just google.com.
Right.
And does it require the same capabilities of your computer as it downloading?
No, pretty much any computer that's going to get you on the internet is going to be able to work with the online versions of their tools.
So what's the difference between Google Earth and Google Maps?
Google Earth has a lot of their kind of features integrated. It has a lot of the same features as Google Maps as far as directions go and that sort of thing, but it gives you a much more interactive interface as far as being able to move around places, kind of spin that globe around, zoom in anywhere you want, see all those kind of site markers and the pictures people have added, things of that sort.
You save your files at this site?
What?
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties.
Sorry. Yes, you can save
Okay.
to Google's website. What you do is you create an account with Google, and they give you an email account. They give you the ability to use the documents, the groups, and things. One of the real nice things that I like about Google Documents is the collaborative working sense of documents. So you could be working with 3 or 4 other people on a newsletter, put it all up in Google Documents, and everybody can access that document.
You can set whether or not it's shared so that other people can see it. Not everybody can't see all of your things, just what you allow them to.
And is this a good archival site?
It is. Because it's all stored on Google servers. You don't have to worry about any of the backup or anything of that sort. It is possible that it could be lost or damaged somehow, but in general, their servers are very reliable.
And there's no security problems or...
Generally, Google is a pretty trustworthy company as far as security goes. They're working very hard at that sort of thing. And speaking of archiving and saving things, we even had some technical difficulties right there, and it saved what he'd been typing.
That's a great thing about Google, yeah. It'll automatically save for you, and you can revert to previous states, right? So if you're not used to having it automatically save, you can always go back to what it was before it automatically saved. But you see, right here, this is basically our file system, right? So on your computer, you normally save documents into a folder or My Documents or something like that. This is basically My Documents, Google style. Right? You can add spreadsheets, any kind of documents that Google will open here. Keep them all in this window, organize them into folders. It's exactly like having it on the desktop. You delete stuff, move around, upload it.
Can you add to that archive files that you created.
I was just about to say that.
So, yeah, so let's give an example of this here, right? I have Microsoft Word on my dock, right? So this is a program that I have running locally.
I bet you that won't run because it's the demo version.
Okay, I stand corrected. I am going to open a text program. So here's a program for typing. I can create a document. I'm going to save it as test. Okay. I'm saving it on my desktop. So this is just a regular document that I've created on a regular program that I'm running on my computer, right? I'm actually going to save it as Word format, just so you can see what it's doing. Right? So this is the same as a Microsoft Word document. Now, see this button here that says Upload? I click on Upload. I click Choose File, because I have to choose the file I want to upload. I remember that I saved it on my desktop. Here it is, test document, right?
And it says Microsoft Word document. That's the kind of file it is.
Now, what do you want to call it? I'm going to call it test document. Makes sense, right? Now I'm going to hit Upload File. It'll take just a second here. And here it is.
It's basically showing you what was in that document right now.
And it stays there till I destroy it.
Exactly.
Correct. And what's really great is that not only can you upload files like that, if somebody emails you a Word file or an Excel file, it can open it right out of your email. So if you have like a Google email account, a Gmail account, if like a lot of my staff, I send out our staff schedules in Excel. They just open it up in Gmail, click on it, and it pops it right up in their browser. They don't have to open Excel. They don't even have to have Excel, and they can look at it, work with it, and that sort of thing.
So very cool. We have everything stored here. It's exactly like on your desktop. And it's free. So
It's free.
It's entirely free. Yeah, no charge for any of it.
But you do have to register with them.
You do have to sign up for it, but there's no catch. Yeah.
And is there a limit as to how much can be saved?
I believe it's 2.5 gigabytes right now.
And it's constantly increasing.
And you could buy more?
Yeah.
You can, but I mean, the vast majority of people will never fill it up. And as I said, they have a little counter on their website that's constantly ticking up, saying this is how much space you have. It just keeps going up.
Pictures or something. If you're just talking about documents, it'd be pretty hard to
I'm thinking about
Store the Library of Congress
I'm
on
thinking
that.
about photographs. as well.
Yeah, no, you can certainly manage to fill it up eventually with photographs, but
Well, and they've actually even got a photo
they do.
program.
See right here, there's one that says photos.
Yeah.
Do they start sending you spam email after you join?
No, they don't. Google's actually very good about that.
And that Picasso is pretty nice too.
Yeah, exactly.
Google, they basically make their money through advertisements. So the only place you'll see advertisements is if you're using their email service. While you're switching email, there'll be a banner ad at the top, and the companies pay them to put those ads. But other than that, I mean, there's no charge to you. It's completely free.
There's no charge to you. They're not selling your information. They're not sending you all sorts of things.
It's a great value.
It's just only the ads that you would see on the page while you're browsing the internet through their site. That's where they make all of their money, basically.
And as we said, the map functionality that we showed you, all those directions and finding restaurants and stuff like that, that's all built into here. So it's a really integrated system. You can do it from any computer, home or work, and so it's really good for working on multiple computers.